Hello. In this video, I'm going to be doing something a little different. So recently, a coworker let me know about this site called Whatnot, which I've become a member, and my plan is eventually to sell on. And it's going to be a little while. I got to figure out how it all works, but I wanted to try to raise awareness for it. If you're watching this and you're interested in what I'm about to show you, please look for me on Whatnot. I'll be under the name Havoc 1891. That's with a K, not a C. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it, but there's going to be like auctions and fast-paced auctions so that I'm selling off comics pretty quickly. I went to my local store where I had this ability to buy a bunch of them for what I believe is a very cheap price. But the point of this is I've got so many I don't even know where to begin as far as what to list, what to focus on. So I'm going to show you the things I found, and you can let me know what you're interested in so I can focus on that. Plus, if I ever go and buy more, you can let me know, hey, I really like the looks of those like Thor comics or something. Like, can you look for more of those? Or, maybe you see something like I don't know if there's any Daredevil, for example, in this video, but maybe that'd be an example where you could be like, hey, how about some like Daredevil or Blade or something. But so here we are. This is gonna be kind of fun because it's kind of almost random. It's mismatched. So I've got an issue of the Titans, with this being like Wonder Girl or Troya, Donna Troy, from the Blackest Night series from 2009. I'm gonna try not to get into too much of the details for that, but that's just what that is. Um, I've got this old issue from '88 of Detective Comics. All right, Punisher Warzone #5. What If Uncanny X-Men #1, which, I mean, I'm probably going to read this one because I kind of just threw it in the box just because I'd never even seen it. I read the story a couple years after it came out. If I'm not mistaken, this is Vulcan, the younger brother of Havoc and Cyclops, and I'm a big Havoc fan, so I just want to see what happens in it. But it might go up too. What If, featuring Wolverine, what if he had been Lord of the Vampires during Inferno? This came out in like 92. I tried to grab some just kind of random old school stuff too. So this is Marvel 2-in-1 featuring the Thing. He's all, if I'm not mistaken, almost all of them were the Thing and somebody else. This is Thing, and then Shang-Chi. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I feel like in the movie I learned I was saying it wrong. The Master of Kung Fu. It's not in the best shape, but it could be worse considering it's from 1977. It's older than I am. I mean, I might try to read this too, just because old school stuff's fun to read. Here's another Marvel Spotlight #2 in 1979. This one's in worn shape as well. Features the original Captain Marvel for Marvel Comics anyway. But if you look at like the staple and everything, my plan is I'm gonna be starting these at like dollar bids. And then for like 15-second auctions. There's others. If you go on there, learn how it works. There's sellers doing it. Then I got this Miss Marvel #2, or I should say the Magnificent Miss Marvel #2. The reason I got this is because I don't particularly care for this era, but maybe somebody out there does, and I'm kind of curious to see if this gets a purchase, like a bid at all, or maybe somebody's excited about it. All right. Then this was kind of confusing for me. Was the House of X. There's like 6 issues, but there's all these variant editions, and I mean I don't know what's what in that. I'm gonna try to read it. I don't know. But considering they used to be $4.99, that's why I stopped buying current comics. Is because it's just crazy prices. But these are things that I'll probably, if I list them, it'll probably be like $1 to start with. So if this was something you actually knew about and wanted, this is a great opportunity. And once you're in it, like you still, I think, pay a little more. Like the shipping you'll have to pay for the shipping, and then like your second item, it's only a little more to have that included or something. So this one I just randomly saw, and I kind of want to see if it gets any bites. Is The Further Adventures of Indiana Jones #2. I mean, that really was just in a random spot, and I was like, man, what if that blew up with crazy bids? All right, so The Incredible Hulk 94, and this is, I hate how the reboots, because I don't know what the real number. Oh, it's actually 709. It's the variant edition. Yeah, that's cool. So I figured I'd give it a shot. More of this House of X. This one looks pretty cool. Just with Destiny on the cover. I got a couple of these House of X's #6 variant edition. And that's the variant thing has gotten out of hand. There's like, I don't know how many different variant editions for the same cover. It's nothing even special per se. It's just their way of getting people to buy more covers. There's another variant cover of, I think it's the same issue, 6 of 6. That's kind of funny because I didn't particularly care for that version of Wolverine either. This was pretty wild. I found a few of these X-Force #2, which, if you didn't know, I believe it's the second appearance of Deadpool. And yeah, it's another one. And I found a X-Force #1. It's still sealed, and it's got, like, back then, I mean, I was collecting comics when this was brand new. I was a kid, and these came with trading cards, and so it was really something else because you had to open them up. Now, there were different cards. This is the team one, and they had individual members too. And this one has not been opened. They mass-produced this stuff in the 90s, so it's probably not worth much, but I don't know. It looked cool. I mean, I've still got mine somewhere. I don't know if I have any unopened ones. House of X #4 out of 6 variant edition. And then I got another one. This is, Series 3 variant edition with M from Generation X. And this is House of X 3 of 6. And this is from Series 3 House of X. Actually, this cover got me interested in buying up all these things because this is Maggot. Now, he's not that much of an interesting character, in my opinion anyway. But he fairly recently was made in the Hasbro Marvel Legends line, and I just thought it was really cool seeing, like, I don't know when this came out, but I don't know if they were planning to make him as a figure yet. So that was kind of interesting to me, and I kind of got it on impulse, which led to all the other ones, all the other purchases from that group. House of X #1 out of 6. I mean, I'm going to try reading this, and we'll see how it goes from there. We got Green Lantern 39 from 2009, featuring the Laura Freeze, I think it says his name, the Orange Lantern. And I got a couple of these independent ones just because, like, if I'm doing these auctions, I'm very curious to see, like, if they spark any interest or it's just completely crickets. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Urban Legends #12, cover B, that cost $4 when it was out. And then this one's kind of cool. I mean, I might keep this for myself. Transformers 84, issue 0, $4.99 when it was new. And this one I got completely as just like, I'm expecting crickets, but what if it blew up and got a lot of bids? This is Transformers crossing over with My Little Pony. It's The Magic of Cybertron, cover A, issue #2. With a lot of the My Little Ponies and Starscream. And I got this Teen Titans just because I want a little more variety, and it's got Robin on there, Damian Wayne version. I mean, this was a lot of stuff. And we got New Mutants, which I was trying to get with more of a older look. Plus, it's featuring Captain America and Magneto. Maybe somebody will jump on that. We've got the New Mutants Annual from 1989. It's when Atlantis attacks, which I don't think I ever got this, and I was like, you know, why not? Let's go for it. I mean, I'm going to be adding that into my personal collection. I got a few more New Mutants. This is another one I don't think I have. It's number 76, featuring Submariners in there. It may even... I bet it connects to that annual, actually. Number 72. And this is during the Inferno, and that's Magic, Colossus' little sister. Oh, and this is just a fun cover. New Mutants 48. I think I already have it, so this will definitely be going in there, featuring the Sentinels. And then, let's see, we've got an old Detective Comics from 1988. We got a very much more recent. It's called The Future State for Detective Comics number 2. And this sucker, if you had bought it when it was brand new, was $6.99. Ridiculous. And we got Deathstroke during the Year of the Villain. It's number 47 of Deathstroke. And this is a variant cover as well. And this was $3.99. We got Green Lantern 40 from the New 52 era. And Jessica Jones number 1. I'm just kind of curious to see if this maybe grabs somebody by impulse. Now, this was kind of a cool thing. Guardians of the Galaxy number 10, variant edition. It's technically, basically it says Legacy number 172. It's technically the 172nd issue in Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm a big Alien fan. But I got this because the Alien Queen is on there, and Rocket and Groot are in the Sigourney Weaver and Newt spot. So I'm just kind of curious, maybe this grabs some appeal. Some more Guardians of the Galaxy, The Trial of Jean Grey. And more Guardians of the Galaxy. Alright, then we got an Aquaman, number 51, the John Romita Jr. variant cover. A Deathstroke variant cover for issue 38 with Two-Face on there. This is interesting because it is a reprint, I believe, of the first appearance of Deadshot. Or maybe, I'm going to have to look into this one before I really list it. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a reprint of it. Which, it won't go up in value or anything, but it's a cool thing if you want to read about Deadshot's first appearance. Aquaman number 60 variant cover. And this is apparently where they're trying to make him look a little more like the movie Aquaman. But based on recent events, I don't see them needing to do that much longer, if at all. Deathstroke versus Batman. Deathstroke number 32. And I got more over here, so I'm going to start drawing from that stack. Tales of the Green Lantern Corps from 1985, number 1. There were these kind of really dense comics that would have cost like $10, I think it says somewhere. There's 5 action-packed stories featuring Blue Beetle, Green Arrow, you got Gorilla Grodd, Flash, Weather Wizard, Guy Gardner, Black Canary, and it was only $4.99, but it is a 100-page Flash Giant. And then right next to it in the bin was a very similar but different. It's number 2, which features Superman, as well as Brainiac, Superboy, Crypto, and Lois Lane, and Supergirl. Now, these ones coming up are pretty cool. They're the DC Deceased stuff, where the covers were modeled after horror movies. I'm not sure which movie this is. I do know that this is supposed to be like Nightmare on Elm Street Freddy Krueger with Batman instead, and Poison Ivy would be Nancy. This one I like. It's instead of Blade Runner, it's yeah, it's gotta be Blade Runner, right? I can't remember who. Like, this would be Harrison Ford's character, I think, is in that spot in the cover of Blade Runner. Or who's up there? I'll have to relook at it, but I mean, it looks fun. Instead of The Conjuring, it's the Deceasing. Then you got Batman's cowl up there in the trees. From Halloween Comic Fest, DC Deceased. The End of Everything starts now. This was free at the time. Who knows? Alright, so then we got more of these variant covers. This is Deceased number 6 with Darkseid. Number 2 with, I think that's Bizarro Superman, but it may just be intended to be Superman Undead. Oh, alright, so then part of the whole point of my trip today was I got a bunch of these DC Dark Knight medals that I recently read the core storyline for. But this would have been $4.99 if bought at the new times. This is number 7. Yeah. The DC Dark Knight's Death Metal Guidebook number 1, and this was $5.99. Originally, I got another one. I didn't even realize I grabbed 2, but I think it was just kind of easier to just kind of grab stuff at a point. Infinite Hour Extreme. The last stories of the DC Universe. Multiverses Ending. Rise of the New God. Robin King. Long Live the King. Speed Metal, featuring Wally West there and other flashes. Weapon X number 3 from the Age of Apocalypse. Venom 17. This is from the Avengers versus X-Men. This is 6 of 6. And this is the same storyline, and this is 5 of 6. We got a little bit of Thor here. Number 5 from the Unworthy Thor. Number 2 from the Unworthy Thor. I feel like I'm getting ready to say the Jersey Shore. Oh, this was interesting because this looked like it could actually be worth something. Uncanny X-Men Special number 1 variant edition. Like I priced that one on eBay, and it actually surprisingly looked like maybe, I don't know. The comic store is pretty cool that I go to. They put some good gems in there if you look. Uncanny X-Men number 20. Obviously not from the 60s. It's Legacy number 642. I like that they do that. That's so much easier. Wolverine Weapon X. And it is number 12. Let me get these out of the way. Alright, 1 second. I don't know, easier said than done. I'll just slide them over there. Alright. And we got this Deceased, A Good Day to Die, number 1. More Deceased, Good Day to Die, number 1. This is a variant cover. And Deceased number 5. Deceased Unkillables number 1. And I got another one. And Unkillables number 1. So it's just, this is, I guess, the standard cover. And I got another one of those. Unkillables number 2 with Cheetah. And another one of these. This one just looks nice. From 2008. That's the Justice League of America JLA Classifieds number 50. Justice League 4. from more modern times. And it is I think it's just a standard cover. Justice League, this is, I guess, the Legion of Doom took over, and it's number 5. Justice League 9. Justice League 11. Oh, that's from the Drowned Earth, which I was curious about that because there's McFarlane figures that are from it, so I'm curious to kind of see some of that. More Drowned Earth, number 12 here on Justice League. This is a variant cover for Justice League 7. And we got Justice League 58. Jeez, I got a bunch of these, it looks like. Justice League Rebirth, number 11, Outbreak. Or no, they're different. They just look very similar, actually, for the same run. 8. 9. Then we got more of the Avengers versus X-Men, and this is a variant edition. This is issue round 4, but this is the standard cover, I guess. Oh, Avengers West Coast number, is it 100? And it's like this. I guess Mephisto's messing with them. I feel like somebody might jump on that a little bit. Then we got a variant edition, round 10, where, yeah, like Gambit here's black and white, whereas you'll see the standard one in a little bit, I think. I didn't realize I put this in the box. I actually bought this back when it was new. Not this particular issue, but this same kind of issue. All right. And then we've got these Infinity issue 18, 19, 21, 22, 23. Black Widow number 1, Widow's Sting. This was another one. I'm just kind of curious if some like Black Widow fan or jumps on it. We got, let's see, variant edition for Dark Knight's Death Metal number 4, featuring Jon Stewart. Speed Metal again, and Rise of the New God again, and Multiverse's End again. And yes, repeats. I mean, I guess some of them I'm like, what did this cost? This was $8.99, so I don't know. Being able to put in this box with like anything else is kind of cool. Number 1 for Batman the Merciless at $3.99. And Frank Miller's Dark Knight Returns, The Golden Child. I got 2 of those, which is a little depressing because there was some other Frank Miller Batmans I couldn't fit in the box and didn't get, and I definitely would have preferred them over those either of those duplicates. All right, so we're almost getting there towards the end here. All right, so more of this death metal. This one's number 1 of the Wild Hunt. And I'll have to kind of see if I can clean that up better. Dark Knight's Metal number 1, $4.99. Another one of these, which I believe was the conclusion to the storyline. And this, which I believe is the same cover, or it's just a different cover of the same comic I just held up with Wonder Woman on it. And that's this Death Metal number 7, which I think is the third. It's the same comic, different cover, featuring the Batman Who Laughs. And Death Metal number 7 once again. I gotta figure out which ones are considered, if any of them are considered more rare. Jeez, again I grabbed. Man, this is almost enough to make me wonder if somebody put them in my box, but I doubt it. Here's one of the ones I wish I got. It turns out I did put it in there. Dark Knight number 3. It's book 2. I could have had all but book 1. All right, let's see here. Batman and the Outsiders number 5 from 1983. It's featuring some of the Teen Titans. This one looks fun. Batman the Joker Warzone #1. Would have cost $6.99. Batman 3 Jokers #3, or book 3. Oh, it's a Jeff Johns one. I'm gonna have to read those. I like Jeff Johns, although it's been a while since I've read any. And this is the same thing, but book 2. I did not find book 1, of course. Detective Comics 580, featuring Two-Face and Batman and Robin. 1987. Yeah, so that's probably Jason Todd. The Flash 45, in more modern times though, with Wally West finally being revealed. Gotham City Monsters #1. And this next one I got just to see if it grabs some attention out of nowhere. It's Forgotten Realms #6 from 1990, which is a spin-off of Dungeons and Dragons. And I'm just, maybe somebody will never have heard of it, but then they see that and they want it. Batman #50. I got this because it looks like it's sealed, like the X-Force. I'll have to look more into that. Batman the Joker Warzone #1. $5.99 normally. Another one of these. And Batman 93. This is a variant cover. Alright, Detective Comics 1000. This would have been $9.99. Good God. I mean, it's big, but still. Generation X #1. Which looks like, generally speaking, sells for about $10. Alright, Hawkeye and Hawkeye. The Archers Generations #1. And then, yeah, just to see if maybe somebody's interested in that. Future State, which I do not know what that's about. It's featuring Catwoman. I just think it looks cool. And I want to see if there's Catwoman fans. Future State Dark Detective #3. Future State sounds to me a lot like back in the late 90s. They did like a, I forget what it was, like far into the future. Future State looks like maybe it's just a little bit into the future by comparison. Flash 57. Flash 59. Flash 52. Flash 53. What I liked about the Flash is even if I don't sell these, I can add them to my collection. 44. Oh, and there was a 43 hiding in there. I think I may have read that online. Alright. And we've got Death Metal #1. This is one of the variant covers, featuring Wonder Woman. More of Death Metal. That's good. I can keep one for myself. We got Thor #10 here from the Straczynski run. Just got it because, you know, it looked cool and maybe it'll draw a Thor fan. Ultimate Comics #1. This, I have no clue. I guess this is the X-Men from that Ultimate universe. I don't know whatever happened with that. It started off cool, and then it was almost like Marvel lost interest in them or something. Beyond the Unknown. This is like the Flash and the Superman comic I showed earlier. Rogue #2. Just kind of pick that up as a wild card. Oh, this one. Alright, so this one's beat up. It is Sergeant Fury Special Marvel Edition, and it's creased. I don't expect anybody to be too excited, but that's part of the fun. Maybe somebody will. And this is just kind of weird. I'll have to look more into this because... Oh, you know what it was? When I saw this, I was thinking that it was Sergeant Rock from DC, and I did forget that now that I'm looking at it, it's like, oh yeah, well, Nick Fury was like their version. It's really beat up, but hey, I just squeezed it in the box with all this other stuff. Apparently I got 2 of these when I did not realize it. Spectacular Spider-Man 156. Alright. And like I said, I got 2 of them. Which, now that I take that off, apparently I grabbed 3 of them. Spectacular Spider-Man 161. And this one, I don't even know what it's going to be about. The Beach Blankets Bad Guys Summer Special. Guys, it's taking me 30 minutes just to get through this. See, that's part, I don't know how I'm going to try to sell these things in a reasonable amount of time. The Batman Who Laughs #1, I might kind of keep this. I have to decide that. And the Batman Who Laughs #4. Spectacular Spider-Man 164. I actually bought this back when it was new. I didn't realize I put that in the box. Thor, Son of Asgard #1. I thought I put this back. Future State, featuring Jesse Chambers. Let's see. She's one of the Flashes. Another Generation X #1. And another one of these. Good Lord. And we got Batman 93. And Green Lantern Corps 214. Green Lantern 39. Green Lantern 41. More of that X-Men House of X stuff. Dark Wolverine 75. Spectacular Spider-Man 148. The Amazing Spider-Man 218. It's got a little bit of a crease in the corner. Dark Knight's Death Metal #3. This is a really cool foily Superman, but there is like a imperfection up here by where it says the D in DC. It's like bent, creased. But that is finally it. Thanks for watching. Please look on that Whatnot. Even if you're not going to follow me, look around, see if you see anything interesting. It takes some navigating. They've got all sorts of different type of people on there, like different sellers for, trading cards, comics, whatever. Yeah, I even saw like there was like designer bags and whatnot. But my name's under there for Havoc 1891, I believe. So please follow me. So the reason you follow me is if I do sell, you'll get a notice of when the selling is, and you'll be able to pop on and decide if you want to buy rather than if you missed it. But also let me know if any of this thing in this pile of comics interested you and where you think I should start with that. Thank you.